everybody. I'm Tom Vassell.
I'm Z Garcia. Hi, and welcome, everyone.
It's Virtual Gaming Con, which is a co-production from the Dice Tower and mostly Board Game Geek. Z's like triple teaming it there. You got the Board Game Geek hat, the Virtual Gaming Con shirt, and the heart of the Dice Tower.
Correct.
So
I am still paying that transplant off, but I'm getting there.
Alrighty, well, we got an hour to do this, folks, so we're going to just get jumping into it. Here's how this works. If you've ever been to one of our conventions, this is how we run our... This originally was called the stupidest game show in the world, but it got
the content hasn't changed, mind you, just the title.
Well, we stopped some of the stupid stuff. I don't know if you remember we did the reverse charades the one year.
Yeah, lots of goofiness.
And the giant Jenga set, but yeah, so what we've changed it to here is we're going to be doing a bunch of things, and you're going to just play along at home. You can write down your answers, get yourself your own notepad, paper.
Right.
We'll give you some time to get that. Not much time, though.
And if you've got multiple people watching with you, break up into teams and play that way. You have a lot of time. You against your significant other.
You can be on the same team, but listen, there's no prizes here, okay? There's no prizes, so there's no point in you cheating, right? Don't look on the internet for these answers because you'll be able to find a lot of them on the internet. You're just going to be going from there. It's like, I don't know, you're like, I scored the highest score.
You get bragging rights if you split off at home, though, and win on your own.
That is true. That is true. So I want to know that, right? Especially if you're with a spouse, I want to know that you whooped them. But be warned, knowledge of board games is something kind of handy here. All right, how's everyone feeling? Everyone ready to go? I mean, everyone get their pads and pencils and papers. So we got, this is broken into 4 sections, although 2 of those sections are the same. So the first one, though, if you don't like it, I want to be clear that this is a Z content.
I see.
Hang on.
This is mine, huh?
I got this sound effect bar here, and I got applause and stuff, but I don't have the sound of a bus backing up. But
I can do it. I'll do the.
But then you need a thump. Boom, boom. As it runs over you. Games Off the Shelf says they're already up to 50 points.
That's when you know you're paying attention.
Alrighty, so here we go. Let me make sure that I'm ready to go here. We're going to switch to our... Here we go.
All right, Tom.
So first we have here, welcome to our Virtual Gaming Con 2020 live game show, opening game show, because we're not, well, I don't know if there is any other game show, but we'll see. All right, Category 1, which I need to click down here, or it won't work. Guess the game. So,
all right.
So, Z, how does this work here?
Well, basically, the way this works is I've taken several board game covers, and I've traced out something I consider to be prominent on that cover. We have an example here for you. So we're going to go ahead and show you the example now. And you would see this shadow, this sort of outline with color removed and everything else removed. And you're going to write down what you think that game is. I'm going to give you a whole group, and then we'll loop back around, and we'll give you the answer. So let's go ahead and take a look at the example and the answer to that example, which is probably pretty obvious, as many of these are, okay? So go ahead and get ready for these, and I think we're ready to just jump right in, Tom.
Right. How many are in each set here? Is it 8?
There are 8 in each set. There are 2 sets. You'll be writing a total of 16 things. If you don't know, guess. One guess, obviously, per each.
Yeah, obviously. Well, I shouldn't say obviously, but we're not coming back to these. So if you don't know them, but we'll hover over each one for a bit. All right, here we go.
Give you a few seconds here. All right.
So Z will tell me when to switch, actually. That way I'm not biased by these. And I think some of these are easier than others.
You want me to time you? I have no idea, but because I don't see your screen, Tom, except for a delay.
That's true. Well, you can just do 10 seconds and then just tell me to change. Like change.
All right, you got it. Here we go. Okay, I'm going to give you 10 seconds for each.
Well, we already...
We've been
on one long enough. Let's go to number 2.
Go. All right, you have to, again, 10 seconds for each, everybody. Write them down. Oh, it looks like my number shifted over there. Tom, what's going on with that? Change.
What number shifted?
The number was inside that dice tower outline.
You know, this happens every time. I don't know why.
I blame you. I made the game, but you did this. Change it up.
Oh, I thought you were saying change your life.
Well, it was double entendre.
Yeah, folks, don't type the answers in the chat. Don't type answers in the chat until we get to where we reveal them. Then you can yell all you want.
Yeah, don't write
Don't
anything.
write the
it at
answers
home.
in the chat. Write it on your paper. Don't be a
bunch of cheaters.
cheater.
Change it up.
I got this one right away. I was very proud of myself.
Write them at home, everybody. Write them down at home.
Bum.
Otherwise, Jason Levine will come to your house.
He's
and
already
take
outside.
Away all your markers.
He's watching you.
Change it up.
All right, we're on number 5, if that helps, because I may have missed a few changes.
I have no idea what's going on, Tom. This is not 10 seconds each time. It's sort of an approximation of several seconds.
Oh, this guy named
having
Jeff
said
Anderson
that-
is guessing in the comments. Should I yell at him? He might be new though.
This guy. Change it up.
I knew this one too. Just so you know, if you think these are too easy, first half's easier than the second half.
A little bit. All right. Change it up for him.
Woo. Okay. This one I think is not too hard, but we'll see. If you win this game with the most points, you get to go to Z's house and choose a game.
What?
They have to find your house first, I guess. And
right. And did they keep a game, you mean?
Yeah.
Got it. Why don't we change those rules, Tom?
All right. I will. You got to find the Dice Tower storage shed, break into it, steal the game you want without getting caught or arrested.
Huh.
That's probably a bad idea. All right.
That's a really bad idea. Change it up.
That's it. All right. Time for the answers. Do you have the answers written in front of you?
I do not, but I have the PowerPoint in front of me. Again, I'm on a delay from you. This is...
Yeah, that's how these live
things
things work.
Very much.
All right, so here we go. We're about to show you the covers of each of these. You can no longer write answers down. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. You can get 80 points total here. Are we ready?
You go ahead and you know them all, Tom? You've seen this already?
I have seen this one. So Santa Maria is our answer number 1 here.
All right.
All right. What was this one here? When I first saw this, I wasn't sure if it was a lumberjack or an astronaut. And it's an astronaut, and I did not get this one, actually, folks. This one...
Oh, that does kind of look like one of those saws for 2 people. Yeah.
That's what I thought it was. I thought he was like... So, The Crew. Number 2. All right. Next one here. This one I knew, but only because I've seen it before. And it's from an extremely popular game. The Quacks of Quedlinburg. You might not have noticed that little guy in the front. That's you in this game. Wow.
That's what you're doing, skulking around the town, village, and stealing things. I don't know what he's doing. Brewing potions under the cover of darkness.
It's pretty light out here, actually. All right, this one I knew instantly because I've been looking at this cover a lot lately. And that is Monumental. Look at that guy. He is tough. He's wearing the skin of a lion. Would you wear the skin of a lion? It feels like it wouldn't be a comfortable thing to wear.
It sounds like it would be quite heavy. I assume a lion's skin, especially with the head still attached, would be, it would weigh you down. I don't think I want to go into war wearing a pelt. I'd rather wear, like, spandex. Plus, I get to scare the enemy that way.
This one's obviously some sort of deer with a bunch of antlers. Oh.
Nope.
It is.
Oh, okay.
That was not like a secret
gotcha.
One.
That is, yes.
Kanagawa. Alrighty, next one. Now this one you might not have noticed. This looks like a blob. At first I thought it was an elephant. Then I noticed there's a cat there. And see, on my screen here, there's actually some smudges that look like the cat's eyes. But that's not the case. All right. It's Trismegistus.
Sure. You get bonus points if you pronounced it better than that, folks.
That wasn't that bad.
No, I think you did a pretty good job.
That's my goal. A pretty good job.
Passable.
Alrighty. This, I think, is the easiest one here of all of them. It's one of the most popular games on Board Game Geek. Through the Ages. Look at Napoleon there, looking so fierce.
Yeah, and the hair and the crown really helps, so I still say I've been watching that Hannibal Lecter TV show, and this guy who's Napoleon just looks so much like that actor.
Yes.
He is the split image of him.
I do not disagree on that. All right. And then the last one from this one is some short guy holding a pencil. Is it an elf? No. It's a chibi.
It's
Imperial
a chibi
Settlers.
human.
Roll right.
Very new game, yes.
In this particular drawing, this gentleman's head is bigger than his entire body, the rest of his body put together.
I debated on leaving the chicken atop him in, and I decided against him.
Too hard?
It. No, just too weirdly shaped. I thought it would really throw people off because I'm combining an extraneous thing. You know what I mean?
All righty. Well, if you didn't like those and you want another chance, we got 8 more for you.
Baby. Yeah. Hit him again, Tom. Hold on. Let me time this.
All right, here we go to number 1.
Go.
Now, nobody should be writing down Dice Tower. I know there's a picture of it in the corner, and that would be technically correct, but that's not how we're going to do this.
Somebody did that? Who did that?
I don't think anyone did it. Someone said they got 6 out of 8. That's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Change it up.
Some people said they got 0, which is fine. You don't need to know all this stuff. And don't worry, we'll switch to some other stuff here in case this is a hard thing. Part 2 might be easier. Some people said they're winning in the game of golf trivia. By the way, these are pretty hard to do. Yeah, don't answer in chat right now as we go through these. I'm assuming I should change it up.
Change it up. I'm watching it. I think 10 seconds is a little too fast, actually, so I'm doing a little more.
Oh, I got it. Well, if you're just tuning in, folks, don't answer in the chat. Just write down the answers yourself. It's 10 points per correct answer. Family Showdown says, can't believe the number is outside the Dice Tower. Who edited this?
I agree, Tom. I've got the PowerPoint, or rather it's a keynote, on my screen correctly. I don't know why it happened. I thought I gave you images. No, I gave you a PowerPoint. You wanted a PowerPoint instead of the images. Next time, you get good old boring JPEGs, my friend. Change it.
I shall. It doesn't look bad there next to the Dice Tower, though. It kind of looks like...
I think it's terrible.
I feel like
I wouldn't have made it white. I'm sickened and heartbroken by this. Crushed. Speaking of crushed, change it.
Crush it. Well, this one makes me think. Yeah. Someone's neighbor's mad because they're being too loud. Then you need to calm down. I don't want you to I don't want your neighbor to get mad because you're playing.
How excited are you getting about this? That the neighbor, I'm assuming like someone outside your residence, is quite excited. Did you just change it, Tom?
I did. Because
I did not say change it.
Yeah, well, I changed it anyway.
That's okay.
This one I did not get, and yet I felt like this one was hard for me. And then when I saw the box cover, I was like, I was fooled by this one.
Mm-hmm. I tried to have a couple that would fool people. I think it's time for you to change it.
It is. It's the last one of this section here, folks. And it's Trixie. Don't guess in the comments. Write them on your paper. You can get up to 80 points. You can.
All right. And I think that's maybe enough time.
All right, here we go. Check your own
answers. Let's hit them with the answers,
Keep
Tom.
your own score. So this first one looked like a ship with some lanterns hanging from the sides, but no! It's a young lady from Yamatai. Those are just super fancy earrings that are... they're not earrings, though.
No, they're on her hat, her headgear.
That seems like it'd be better than earrings because they're not yanking on your ears so much.
Well, I like to hang my hats from my ears, so it doesn't really help.
This one looks like somebody with a sock puppet doing a show there on the side. But no, it's Super Rhino Hero holding onto the side of a building rather than rescuing the cat that's there.
You're probably okay with that. Yeah, you're not much of a fan of cats,
Yeah. All right, maybe.
which is terrible. I think it's a terrible thing.
This next one here, which looks like a cloak.
It's an ink blot.
It is an ink blot. Some people have been saying this is sort of an ink blot.
Yeah, you actually just see what you want to see. None of these are actual game covers.
Yeah. This one's Cloud Spire.
Ooh.
This next one looks like one of Santa's elves is intently peering at a small skull in his hand.
Oh, wow. How Shakespearean of you. Yeah, okay.
Actually, it's just alchemists, and this guy is actually putting potions. This one is one of the ones where I think even when I'm seeing them back to back like they are, it doesn't look right. It looks like he's looking a different way in the shadow.
Sure.
Than it does in the final picture. Also, you don't see his beard at all because somehow you edited that into his arm, which is correct.
Well, his arm is behind him, right? Exactly.
Alrighty. Next one here. This one got me, folks. Number 5.
This one got most everybody. I'm curious to see how many people do get this one. It seemed to be the one that stumped the most of you guys around the office and showed it to you. So let's see it.
It is Atlantis Rising. It shows when you take away the light, it's all darkness. Z is showing it in its heyday. This is what it would look like in its glory. Well, actually not quite because it's being destroyed. But
yeah, it's wrecked. I didn't fix the town. I just took away the outside.
Alrighty.
All right.
Atlantis Rising. Next one. Here's a guy who's thinking. Looks like he has some sort of mustache, and he's starting to sprout a wing in the back. It's probably Archangel, right at the point of mutation. But
okay.
No, it's Shakespeare. But that was a feather, so that's good. And he did have a mustache. And he's thinking carefully. This is a game Z is still trying to champion, even though no one plays it anymore.
Talking about, man, it's a great game. Great expansion as well.
I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying no one plays it anymore.
Well, you're going to be championing the next game.
That's right, except this one's popular. Popular. Well, it's popular for now. No one knows this one? It's 2 guys pointing. We know that. Or one person. It's Clank Legacy.
It could have been that Etten game with the one two-headed guy. Yeah. I wonder if anybody guessed that.
That one was pretty hard, I think. All right. And last one here. A bird dropping. It looks like a young lady about to dive bomb holding a bird so she can come in and get you. Which is correct, sort of.
Something's happening, yeah.
What? This one, I bet almost no one got this one. Because Forgotten Waters has so much stuff going on in the cover, you probably didn't notice that person was hanging on to a parrot coming after you.
Yeah, I could have picked any one of the things on this cover, and I think on its own, none of it gives away what's going on, because it's just a combination of random stuff. If I want to go crazy difficult level, I would have just done that turtle in the upper left-hand corner. All
right. So add up your total. The most you could have gotten is 140. Technically 160, but if anyone says they got 160, I feel like you might be lying. Okay, so yes, you can get up to 160 points there. 10 for each correct answer. Alrighty, but that's okay, because here's some more ways to get points. We're now going to do a top 10. And you're going to be playing with Z. Z has not seen these top 10 lists. I'm going to give a top 10 question. And we'll give you, I don't know, a couple minutes to figure out. Write down up to 10 answers. You can write 10 answers on your sheet of paper. And you'll get points. But here's how you're going to get points. After like 90 seconds or so, you're going to stop. And then Z is going to give his 10 answers, or however many answers he wants to give. Then you will get 10 points if you match the correct answer. Or you'll get 10 points if you match the correct answer. I mean, if you match Z. Even if his answer is wrong, you get 10 points. if you matched Z. And then you get 20 points if you get the correct answer and you match Z on the same answer. So let's say it was like, who is the best reviewer in the Dice Tower? And
Roy Canada.
Roy Canada he says Roy Canada, and Roy Canada is on the list, and you said Roy Canada, you would get 20. But if Z did not...
we all know he won't be on the list. So if I said it and somebody else said it, they get just 10 points. Right?
That is correct. Here we go.
But if they're on the list and I didn't say it and they matched, that's still 10. And honestly, that's the most anyone's talked about Roy Canada in months.
All right, here's question 1. What U.S. cities have the highest fast food restaurants per capita? This means per the amount of people who live in that city, they have a ton of fast food restaurants. We're not
talking what per capita means?
Yes.
Oh.
Okay, so this doesn't mean which one has the most fast food restaurants. This just means per resident, there's more fast food restaurants in this city than any other. So you could go down to U.S. cities in population, but that will likely not give you the correct answers.
I apologize. Assumes I would know that information.
Well, you probably know the biggest city in America and the second biggest, I'm assuming.
Tallahassee.
That's close. It's actually Homestead.
Homestead, Florida? That's a great place.
So while we're doing this, just write down some names. And I apologize if you're watching this internationally. This is U.S. cities, but yeah, you just guess some cities.
So I'm just guessing U.S. cities, any city. Okay. Can I say entire states?
There actually was a state list, but I figured it would be more fun to do the cities. I don't know why.
Oh, wow. This is difficult. I have no idea about this stuff. I guess that is kind of the point.
That is kind of the point, but there's actually some logic to some of these answers, which we will get to.
No, you be quiet. Keep your logic to yourself. Okay, I'll do that.
Oh, yeah. Beef wants to know, is Starbucks a fast food restaurant?
well, that's we go to you, Tom, for that.
According to my studies in 2016, yes. Oh, also, don't guess here in the comments, folks. Guess.
All right, let's see.
Write on your own. Just write down your 10. So write down the 10 on your own paper or your tablet or your phone. And I guess I should be giving you time. I'm going to give you one more minute because we talked about this a lot. You can
good.
guess. You can guess 10 cities total.
10 cities. Okay.
But this is tricky. Oh, question from John Williams. Where do we order T-shirts from? You can go to Board Game Geek and find them there, or at the tabletop.events. I believe there's a link from there.
I don't know.
Someone says, I bet there's a town out there somewhere which is basically just 3 McDonald's. That's probably true.
That's true.
But
yeah,
we are saying cities here as opposed to towns, and these are cities you've heard of.
Okay. Really?
Chad is telling us where the shirts are, but Chad, it may not let you put a link in chat, so you may have to type it out so it doesn't look like a link. Jason says, this is Dice Tower Trivia, so of course we have a fast food question. Yeah, I don't know what it was.
Oof. He's got you, man. He's got your number.
All right, here we go. Time's up, Z. So we're going to have Z give his list first. Remember, if any of yours answers match Z, you get 10 points. And then you also get 10 points if they match my list. So you can get for the same city, you can get 10 points twice. All right, go ahead. This order doesn't matter.
Okay, so here we go. I've got Dallas.
Okay. Think there's a lot of fast food in Texas. Got it.
Yes. Detroit.
Okay. Auto workers need their fast food.
Orlando.
You think the land of the mouse. Got it.
That's right. Mouse burgers. L.A. Los Angeles.
Okay.
Seattle.
Seattle.
That's right. Miami. I was starting to run out of places I could think of.
All right.
New York City.
NYC.
San Francisco.
All right.
And that's all I got. That's 8. I got 8.
All right, folks. So if you matched any of those, you get 10 points for each one. But now, let's see what the actual answers are. All right, so let me get down here. So you got to think here. Well, they all just popped up at the same time. Well, never mind so much for my making them fly in one by one. But here we go. Number 10 was Tucson, Arizona. Number 9, Cleveland, Ohio. We were there. Like, all the fast food places have that chili that we liked. Remember that stuff?
I do.
I got to figure out how to make that at home.
Yes, you do. I'll be right there when you do.
Number 8, St. Paul, Minnesota. Number 7.
I forgot about so many cities. I just blanked on cities. Atlanta, that's a city. Also
Minneapolis.
Vegas, that's a place. Yeah.
Yes, Atlanta, St. Louis, Miami was there. So if you said Miami, you got 20 points because you matched Z and you matched the actual answer. Las Vegas, despite having all those fancy restaurants, there's a ton of fast food there. Of course, if you think about it, Cincinnati, number 2. Cincinnati's the one with the chili, not Cleveland. Anyway. And number 1, Orlando. In fact, if I recall correctly, that's pretty much all Orlando is. If I remember,
No,
I
come
know,
on.
but there is a lot of fast food there. So you mentioned
well.
you mentioned things like New York City and LA, but I think they have more upper class restaurants.
Well, there's also more people, which kills the per capita thing.
No, but I think there's a lot more individual delis and diners and things like that instead of just being fast food chains.
Sure. No Starbucks.
So the most points you could have got here was 110. And that would be if you got all these cities right. And the only one that Z got right was, oh, no, I'm sorry, you said Orlando and Miami. You could have got 120.
That's right.
All right, let's go to games.
Yeah, okay, maybe I'll get this.
What are the highest ranked pirate games on Board Game Geek? So here's how this works, folks. I went to Board Game Geek and did a search for pirate games. They have one of their categories is pirate, and then I just went by ranking, like from number 1 game down on downward, all the ones that are pirate games. Now, because a few of these games are at most tangentially related to pirates, there's 15 answers on this list, but you can still only write 10. So, because there's a few on here that people are going to shout, that's not a pirate game. Remember this, though. It's under the pirate category, even if pirates just appear in the game, or if they are a small part of the game. So we're thinking of highly rated pirate games. Don't answer in chat. Don't cheat and look at Board Game Geek, and that includes the Board Game Geek administrators who are playing. And also consider if it's going to be highly ranked on Board Game Geek, it is likely not something that came out yesterday. Meanwhile,
Is there a big pirate game that came out yesterday I'm not aware of?
Well, we just looked at Forgotten Waters, remember?
That's in. Sucker. That's what I needed.
You want me to start naming some pirate games?
I am really. This is being under the clock like this is.
Yeah, but you're not being scored here. You're just giving people bonus points.
But I feel the pressure.
I think I could have got 10 of these, I think.
Well, I think you're maybe a better person than I am. Oh, la-di-da, Mr. Vassal.
I hope somebody recorded that. Except for the la-di-da part.
La-di-da. La-di-da. It's just that part. Just loop that part. Oh, that nobody cares about that game. That's got pirates, but no one cares.
We are the
there's no pirates in that.
Who don't do anything. We just sit around and we just lay around all day.
Are there any pirates in The Godfather? No.
What's the difference between a gangster and a pirate anyway?
Whoa.
Gangster doesn't have a boat.
Pirates don't necessarily have boats. It could be a space pirate. I guess you have a boat, space boat.
Space boat.
That's a thing. Having a space boat is a thing.
You're not allowed to, like, when we went on a cruise, did they get upset if you call it the boat?
Who got upset?
Like the people on it, you're not supposed to call it a boat. I think you're supposed to call it a ship.
Why?
I don't know why. I don't know that it matters. It's weird. People get all upset about these things.
Ask them. Why? What's up? Why can't I call it what I want to? I call it a dinghy.
No, I'm pretty sure that's a very specific type of boat. Do pirate expansions count too? I I just went by base games. If the expansion adds pirates into the base game, again, I know people are going to argue about these, but there's a couple things here to keep in mind. One, I'm just going by what Board Game Geek says, and their word is law. Two, I gave you 15 possibilities instead of 10, so I'm nice.
I know I'm forgetting some really obvious ones.
Bruce says pirates have better eyesight because they can see.
Oh.
Pirates don't have a tax bracket. Gangsters are organized. Cruise liners are ships, not boats. I get it. But I still feel like if I said, where's the boat? I don't think someone would look at me and go, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't see any boats here. That'd be super jerky. You know, like, I came on a cruise.
I don't know what you mean.
I'm looking for the boat. Shut up, sir. All right, 10 seconds.
Woo! 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Oh, that's pretty many.
That's pretty many? Is that what you just said?
Shut up! This
isn't such a pirate talk.
This isn't grammargeek.com.
Well, that's coming soon. TM.
Oh, you're giving out the information here. Don't spoil all these big announcements.
We were live.
Were
we live when we said that?
Grammargeek.com. All right. Time's up. Here we go.
Okay.
Pencils down, or actually, Z, what'd you write here? Let's see how many you got right.
Huh? Okay, here we go. I started with Libertalia.
Okay.
Then I drew a blank. And I went to a few strange places, dark places, you could say. Gloomhaven kind of places.
Okay.
And then Ever the Brilliant Mind, I thought Everdell.
Okay.
Finally, I spotted another game that I know has pirates in it, and I wrote down Jamaica. Near Jamaica on my shelf was Unmatched.
Got it.
Technically, I think there's pirates in that.
What the? Okay, great.
Then I wrote down Dead Men Tell No Tales. I was just really talking to myself. You stop talking about these pirate games. But after that, exit the game. I needed to find an exit strategy to this.
Got it.
As I spun around in my chair, I spotted a new continent, the 7th continent, which I know is highly rated. I think there's pirates in it. Rock and roll. And finally, I wrote down silver and gold because it's pirate adjacent, I'm pretty sure.
I think that's pirates, actually. All right, here we go. Once again, they're all just popping up on the screen. So here's the first 5. Why is it not showing my animation? Oh, because I'm not actually running it. Yeah, never mind. All right, so the 15 through 11, we got Black Fleet, Smash Up, which apparently has a pirate faction. Well, I should say apparently has a pirate faction.
Okay.
The Pathfinder adventure card game Skull and Shackles, which is all about pirates. Dead Men Tell No Tales, which if you put that one, you get 20 points because Z also mentioned that.
A beast. Oh, I forgot Rum and Bones!
And actually, Rum and Bones is not in the top ranked ones there.
Somebody just said it in the comments, and I would have said it, but I'm a dummy.
And Islebound from Ryan Lockett, because there's some pirating going on. All right, numbers 10 through 6 are Manila, because there's pirates who jump on and take all your stuff in that game.
Arr, we'll outbid you, lad.
Treasure Island, Jamaica. So Jamaica's another 20-point answer.
Switch.
Villainous, and I think Long John Captain Hook.
Oh no, Peter Pan.
Captain Hook, I think, is one of the villains. Yeah. And then this one surprised me. Grandpa Beck's Skull King.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, top 5. We got Libertalia. It's another 20-point answer.
Bam.
Merchants and Marauders. Friday, because you fight off pirates at the very end of it.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Francis Drake, but although I might argue they're privateers, there's a slight difference. And Port Royal. You should have thought of Port Royal.
No, I shouldn't have. No.
All right.
Wait, what happened with 7th Continent?
I don't know that there's pirates in 7th Continent.
You haven't played all of it yet. That's what it is.
That's a good point. Well, hey, it's underneath the category there. All right.
Well, I think there are pirates in it. And Gloomhaven doesn't have pirates, Tom? Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong.
Cool.
All right. All right. The next game is from Z, and it's called Scoundrel. What does that mean, Z?
Well, somebody, from what I understand, somebody broke in to our Dice Tower studios, and they stole a bunch of our games, Tom.
I did actually tell people they could do that earlier in the show, so it's
It
my
happened
fault.
between that point and now.
And we made a PowerPoint slide about it in the middle of that while talking to you all.
I'm quick, baby. Well, I didn't make it. Somebody made it. Somebody broke in, stole a bunch of stuff, and then they made this slide, which has a phrase on it, and they're taunting you. You have to figure out which games these letters come from. And I will give you a hint, except for a couple of things. These are the first letters in the game's titles, okay? So there's a hint for you. Be aware of that. That's all there is to it. There should be 20 answers that you are going to gather from this. You're going to write those down, and then we'll check our list against yours.
That's right. And if you're watching this and for some reason not reading chat, but yet typing there, don't type the answers there.
Do not type the answers.
So you got 20 answers here. I knew most of these, although there was a few that tricked me. Some of these are excellent games. A few of them are not, but most of them are well known. Actually,
they are fairly well known.
I would argue almost all these games are pretty well known. Although there was some trickery done at one point, and you'll see that.
This is true. This is true. All right, people, please do not answer in the chat. I'm seeing 2 answers, which I'm not saying are right, but I'm not saying are not right. That should not be there. You got to write the stuff down. I guess people could just ignore. I'm assuming anybody who wants to play is just not looking at the chat because nobody's behaving.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm going to send the Scoundrel to your house next.
Maybe people are in chat only, and they're watching it on mute.
They have no idea what we're saying? Oh, my goodness. I guess that's one way to do it.
I've heard that some people...
Their voices are so annoying, but the game's pretty good.
Tom, why do you keep smoking your marker? It's a bad habit. I get yelled at by the guys all the time when they pick up a pen in the studio. I want to know why it's been chewed on.
Ew!
It's better than the pencils. I used to really go to town on pencils. Like the erasers and everything.
Yeah, Kabuki Kid, if you want to delete chat guesses, feel free.
That's
you
true.
Get them out of there.
We give you the power of destruction.
Wreck them.
All right, you got about one more minute, people. I'm giving you a little bit more time on this one because there are 20 of them. Someone said this is way easier than the first game. I agree. I think this one's easier. We wanted to give you a break.
Yeah, we throw you in the deep end, make you swim out.
Am I a smoker? I am not a smoker. I've never smoked in my life. I'm a penner.
You just have a habit of just putting stuff in your mouth. That's all. Just bite them. Bite the pens. The eraser thing is weird though. You chew on a pencil's eraser?
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's that weird. I used to. A lot of people have done it.
Support group? How would you know? Did you have a support group or something?
Lots of people chew on their pencils and erasers.
Eraser Chewers Anonymous?
Some people chew on their nails.
No, sir.
I'm just saying. There's different things.
They don't chew on them. They bite them off and collect them. I bite my nails. I have kind of on and off bitten my nails.
I wasn't pointing towards you. I was just saying.
No, I got it. You know what I mean? Sometimes you throw people. Where's that bust sound?
Let me look through my sound effects here. I got a glockenspiel. That's party noise maker. A triangle. A DJ air horn. That's one we use the most. A bicycle horn. And an applause.
These are so low. These are really, really low. I'm hearing it, but they're really low.
Oh, that's right, because I turned down the sound effects fairly low. Well, that probably is good. All right, 10 seconds. 10 seconds, everyone.
All right. Chrissy says, I'm honestly guessing for 3 of them, and the other 17, they're not going to bother with.
Alrighty, time's up. Here we go. Starting
Yeah,
with
write down a guess. If you're not sure, you should just guess on one. Again, it should start with that letter. If it is indeed a letter.
All right, here we go.
All right, Tom, let's do it. What do we got?
Well, first, we're going to start with the word which. All right.
That's right. What did the phrase say? Let's begin there.
Which games did I steal?
Get it?
The W is Wits and Wagers.
This is correct.
The H
Do
is...
you know these already, Tom, off the top of your head?
I probably. Heaven and Ale. The I is the Inish.
I pronounce it Ines, but that's Inish is fine too.
C is the Settlers of, well, now it's just called Catan.
Which is why it's the first letter.
H is Scarily Horrified.
That is right.
All right, so that was the word which. Which. All right, next word is games. Ooh. The first G, this is a tricky one. You might have a hard time with this one. Gloomhaven.
Yeah,
A
real obscure stuff.
is Llama Altiplano. M is the very popular Maracaibo. E
That's right.
is Exploding Kittens.
Bam.
S, now this is a tricky one because no one plays this game.
Right.
Selenia, a good game according to Z, but unfortunately, this was probably one of the trickier ones.
That's true.
Did, this has 2 D's, how tricksy. The first D is weird, that's because it's from Decrypto. Another I, which looks like it could be a Spiel des Jahres nominee. Emotep, what? The next D has a beak in it.
It does look like a beak, I know.
No, it's a hat, detective.
That was just for you, Tom.
Hang on a
It
second.
has a hat.
I need to collect myself. All right. Moving on. Here's just an I. And this stands for you are being controlled. No, insider on the side.
Which is, by the way, I want to point out, is an I game. It's a game that starts with the letter I. I wasn't breaking my own rule.
You're very clever.
Thank you. I thought about that nights. Literally nights.
Steel.
Woke up in a cold sweat.
Steel. The S here is from Spirit Island. Z even kept it like in the same direction. He was very nice. Then the T is from the City of
Go ahead, Tom.
Gods.
What's it from, Tom?
City of Gods.
What's that T from?
Tintual God.
Say it. Tail?
E is from Everdell.
Yes.
And A is from Abyss, the side of the box, not the front.
This is true, but it's on the cover somewhere, yeah.
L is on its box twice in La La Llama. And then the question mark is in Scythe, but backwards. Trick! A trick!
It's in the
My Little Scythe.
What is it called?
My Little Scythe. Here's the deal, folks. Yeah. If you picked My Little Scythe, I will give you 20 points because that was trickier.
Okay. All right. Sounds good to me.
All right. How did you do? You could have got 200 points off that. I doubt anyone got 210, I guess, if you got My Little Scythe. So that is a lot of points. So everyone scores. We'll have you add your scores again at the end. We're going to jump back into top 10s. First top 10. What are the top 10 heaviest living animals on land? Now listen carefully. In this particular category, I put a lot of work into this, and I'm probably going to get garbage. I don't care. In this particular category, that to be, I showed T-Rex here, but obviously dinosaurs are out. It has to be something that's around now. Secondly, each type of animal, if they have the same word in their name, for example, if it was carpenter ant and fire ant, the answer is just going to be ant.
Got it.
Because there are some categories of these animals which would have taken up multiple slots. So there's only one slot per animal, although some of these animals are similar, but they don't have the same word in their name. It doesn't matter. You just got to write down what I wrote. Or what Z wrote.
Okay. Interesting. So what you're saying is carpenter ants are in.
They're definitely the heaviest.
Okay. I'm with you so far.
You know, it's interesting.
Particularly large dog.
Let me give another clue here because I don't want people yelling at me later. These are animals, let me be more specific, that can go on land. How's that? And not be beached. I'm not talking about that. So not a whale.
You're really throwing out mixed messages, man. I'm confused.
I'm saying you could, on a piece of land, you might find this animal. So,
Very
for
clear.
example,
Say,
you
for
would
example,
never
like
find
a sandy beach.
You would never find a whale on the land. Well, you could, but I mean a living one.
Blue whale.
Actually, if you go by all animals, blue whale's number 1, and number 2 is actually giant squid.
Giant.
But then, like in the top 10 heaviest animals, I think 8 of them are whales. So I was like, yeah, we're not doing that.
Beluga.
Points are for fun. Yes, for those just joining in, it's all about just having fun trying to score points. You're keeping track of your own thing here. Keep your own score.
There's got to be something else that's particularly big. Can I put humans?
Yeah.
How rude!
I don't think actually.
That's so messed up.
I don't think that a human would make the list, even if you went by largest current
human. Wow.
No, I mean, like, the heaviest person ever weighed, I don't know, was it like 1,000 pounds? I don't know. I don't think it was that heavy. I don't remember, but it wasn't that much.
Probably, yeah. Okay.
All right, folks, we got to get to our next one, so we're going to give you 10 seconds left.
I don't know. I ran out of heavy stuff, clearly heavy stuff right away.
All right, well, here we go. Give us your answers.
Okay, T-Rex.
All right.
No, I'm kidding. Heffalump.
Okay.
Hippopotamus.
All right, hippo.
Camel.
Camel.
A dromedary.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Okay.
Rhinoceros.
All right.
Crocodile.
Okay.
Buffalo.
Gotcha.
What's that say? House? Oh, horse. Horse.
Yes, a house is the heaviest land animal. They've been staying dormant for years, but one day they will rise.
Zebra.
Gotcha.
A lion, like a big lion.
Got it.
What else have I got? That's all I wrote down. I couldn't come up with anything else. Am I missing? Oh, what's the long-necked beast? What's that called?
A snake?
No, a long-necked.
I know. I'm not giving you the answer.
Gosh, I had it in my head and I forgot to write it down because I couldn't.
All right,
that's called
I'll give it to you. It's a giraffe.
A giraffe.
Right. So just to be clear, this is your list: hippo, camel, dromedary, rhino, crocodile, buffalo, horse, zebra, lion, and giraffe.
Yes. Also, my email password is all that.
All right.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that.
Number 10 is yak. Don't talk back.
No, you're wrong.
Number 9 is bear, or specifically.
Oh, you're going backwards.
Yes.
Good. Okay, you scared me.
The Kodiak bear. Number 8
Like the pictures?
is gaur. Gaur. It's like a buffalo type creature.
Not a real.
Number 7 is crocodile. That's a 20-point answer there, folks. Number 6 is giraffe. Z was correct.
The long-necked beast.
Yes.
The long horse, I call it.
Number 5 is a walrus.
That's Trixie. That's not a land animal, Tom.
I was really clear on this one here.
No,
Number
I'm sorry,
4
no.
is
If
a
that's
hippopotamus.
blue whales. Okay, a
Number
hippo.
3, rhinoceros.
Rhinoceros.
Number 2, the elephant seal.
Oh.
And number 1, which I don't believe you said, the elephant.
The first one I said, Goof.
You said heffalump. Get it right or pay the price.
Yeah, because I confused the elephant and the I might forget what a giraffe is called, but a heffalump, everyone knows, is an elephant. You can't judge me for my accent.
All right. So if you said yak, 10 points. If you said bear, 10. 8.
Nobody said yak.
Guard,
okay?
10. Crocodiles, 20. Giraffe, 20. Walrus, 10. Hippo, 20. Rhinoceros, 20. Elephant seal, 10. And elephant, 20.
So basically, if your name has the word elephant in it, you big. You a heavy dude.
All right, one last one. Z, pick a word. The or and?
And.
Is and the word you're picking?
Of course.
All right, folks, last top 10. What are the highest ranked games with the symbol and on Board Game Geek?
You mean an ampersand?
Yes. Well, you say that you don't say Jekyll ampersand Hyde. You say Jekyll
but the
and Hyde.
symbol is called an ampersand.
That's fine, but it also could be pronounced and.
2 words for you: a blue whale. We're done. Okay.
All right, so something and something.
And highest.
Their highest ranked games, something and something. Don't write your answers in the chat, please. And I'm only giving you 2 minutes on this one because we don't have time.
Ooh, this is difficult.
This
Can I
one
just
is
start
trickier.
Combining names. Like Monopoly and Clue.
Yes, you can. That may not be good, but someone else could write that answer and get it correct.
Ooh, that's true. All you got to do is match me, folks. The Lord and the Rings. Oh, okay. I'm just looking around for stuff, for clues. I'm looking for clues. Ooh. This might be difficult.
All you need is love.
Blah, 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 blah.
All you need is love.
What?
Sorry, I'm humming. Never mind.
Huh? Okay, let's see. How about you give me some clues, huh?
I believe you have heard of all these games.
Great.
Except one of these, I know for a fact you have not played. Actually, I know you've not played a couple of these, I believe.
You don't know me like that. Don't make us.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Wow. This is going to be a low-scoring round, y'all. I'm coming up with very little.
Well, no, people could still score. They just don't have to match you.
I know, but is that really a victory if you don't match me? It is. It was a rhetorical question. I guess I'll write that down. It's not going to be on the list.
We'll
but
make
I'll write
these
it
worth
down.
20 points each. And if you match Z, 20 points. So if Z writes down one and you guess it, that's 40 points. Because all game shows ramp up the points at the end, making the first half worthless. Worthless.
I feel like I'm going to be kicking myself here.
20
quite a
seconds.
bit.
20 seconds. Well, you might have been even more annoyed if had you picked the word the.
Sure. Yeah.
Because there's a lot of games with the word the in that you don't think about because no one ever says that word when saying the game.
Well, I do. But I understand what you're saying.
All right, write your final answers down. All right, Mr. Z, go ahead. Here we go.
Okay. My choices are, I have 5 things I wrote down.
Go ahead.
Thunder and lightning.
Got it. Very, very frightening.
Lewis and Clark.
Uh-huh.
Silver and Gold.
Gotcha.
This one is called Holmes, Sherlock, and Mycroft.
Okay.
And lastly, Hab and Goot, which no one wrote.
That's correct. All right. Here's the actual answers. Number 10. Actually, these may not be in order completely. But anyway, one of them, Sword and Sorcery. From Ares Games. Then we have Spartacus, a game of blood and treachery. That's
That was Blood and Sand. That's not right?
No, that's a TV show.
Okay.
Merchants and Marauders, the pirate game previously mentioned, which you should have remembered.
Nope.
Lewis and Clark, that's a 40-point answer for anyone who wrote it, because he got it. Heaven and Ale.
Oh, come on. I just had that as a clue in my own game. I say heffalump to that.
1830, Railways and Robber Barons. All right. Sherlock Holmes, Consulting Detective, The Thames Murders, and Other Cases.
Wow. You had to dig deep for that ampersand.
Command and Colors, Ancients.
Okay. Should have thought of it.
Aura and Labora. And then finally, the most popular game for many years. It's now dropped down a bit, but Tigris and Euphrates.
Oh, gosh.
That's a really good one there.
Oh, no. So I got one Lewis and Clark.
You did. But that makes that one worth 40 points. All right, went quick. We only have 2 minutes. Add up your points. Hurry, hurry, hurry. Add up your points. Give us your total.
Very nice.
Start shouting out your totals into chat and impress
Let us know what you
those.
got, everybody. Hopefully you've been having a good time.
I am also having a good time.
With us, let us know what you got. What's wrong with you? You okay?
Now you slightly bugged out there briefly.
Yeah, because I'm upset. I forgot about Tigris and Euphrates, one of the best Reiner and Knizia games ever made.
Reiner and Knizia. That's a new thing. All right, so we got 40, 20, 20.
Loopy got a big stinking 0 points?
Wait, on this whole
Not for the
game?
whole thing. No,
on the
no
whole
way,
game?
Folks.
All right, Tim got 550.
550. 610 for Hidden Traitor. Should we trust them? I don't know.
All right, while we're shouting out scores at this point, folks, we're about to go off the main stage here. If you've been watching us on the Dice Tower YouTube channel, go check out Board Game Geek. All sorts of things going on in Virtual Con, and you can watch the main stage right there on the main page. Check out the Dice Tower. We'll be doing some more stuff over the next few days. Also, we'll be announcing our schedule for Summer Spectacular quite soon. That's coming next week. Thanks, everyone who played. Congratulations to anybody who made over 10 points, because that's what Z got. I gave him some negative points for some of his rudeness over the game. Until next time, I'm Tom Vassell.
I am Z Garcia.
And you've been watching the Dice Tower. We'll see y'all later.
Have fun, everybody.